Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually going to be getting my hand-tied hair extensions taken out. I'm getting new hair and then putting them back in. I wanted to show you the process of how it works, and then we're going to be going over some frequently asked questions. So I see Vonn here in Arizona. She's at the Lamage Studios. I do live in California and I come all the way back to Arizona for her. Thankfully I was on a work trip this week, so it did work out, but it's so hard to find someone that you like genuinely trust, and we're such good friends. So I always come back to her and I just love her to death. Can't wait for you guys to meet her and see the process, and hopefully it's insightful and maybe you'll want to get hand-tied extensions one day. But I'm not sure what she's gonna do first. I know she's gonna wash my hair because she's gonna style it and whatnot. So I will show you guys the whole process, what my natural hair looks like hopefully, and then we'll go over some frequently asked questions. So I will see you guys in there. Good morning. Bill! Yeah. We're starting, baby. So this is Vonn's studio. It's so cute. It's a work in progress right now since she's just renovating it. But she has her chair right here. She moved the mirror over here. It used to be on this wall. So it really opens up the room. Okay, so we have 3 different types of hand-tied extensions on the table here. They all look very similar, but they're all very different. So Vonn's going to explain the difference between the 3.
Okay, so here we have your actual hand-tied extensions, and you can see the band is a lot thinner. But the thing about it being hand-tied is you have to be careful. You can't cut it, because if you cut it, it will unravel. So my suggestion is you would have to get really good glue if you're going to cut the extensions. And then the second one is machine weft, and with this, this is one of my favorite band just because it's a lot thinner, and the hair quality is really good. And then the third, it's also a machine weft, but the thing is, I don't really care for this company and the band. So it's a little thicker, so you can see. Here's my favorite one, and then here's the other company. And then here too, they call this the mustache, where it just kind of pokes out. You see all the little hair to kind of make it look fuller, but I don't really care for that.
Yeah.
Because you can probably feel it too, right?
I think it makes my hair itchier. So this is what I have in my hair right now, right?
Yes.
And then this is what I'm putting in.
We're gonna switch you to the good stuff.
Okay, cool.
and then yeah, see if you like this, and then I like this one too, but again, like I said, this one's the thinnest, but you just have to be really careful at the ends if we're gonna cut the hair.
Okay. Yeah. And is there a price difference between the 3?
The hand-tied is the most expensive.
Really?
It's probably gonna run you about, for my price, about like $600. And then everything else is about $400 for the hair.
Okay. But the quality across them, are they like the same, or is one like better than the other?
That just depends on the company that you use, and I know with filming this we won't go through the companies for this video, but maybe the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So right now we're looking about 4 weeks of grown out hair, and then so I'm gonna remove these and then I'll wash you.
Yay.
and so
how does it look like?
It's not bad. Your scalp looks good.
Okay.
See, as you can see, there's no breakage. It's just hair that you would have lost anyways. But yeah, there's no breakage. Your scalp looks good. It's not red. So you've been taking really good care of them, girl.
Yay!
me see. So we're gonna put in the extensions after I wash you. And actually I'm gonna trim this up just a little bit, clean up those ends. But this is Krista.
It's my natural hair.
Natural hair. the real deal right here.
It's really thin.
No one's gonna show you the real deal but Krista.
Okay, so we just took out my hand-tied hair extensions and then washed it. So this is my natural hair.
Gave you a really, really good scalp shampoo.
Feels so good.
And then really clean the scalp. And then blow dry, get it healthy, clean again before we put your hair in.
And we're gonna trim it too.
Yes. And
Okay. Trim.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, so she is working on my hand-tied extensions right now, but we're gonna go ahead and ask some questions and answer them. So the first one is explain what hand-tied hair extensions are and how they're put in. So we're not gonna go into super detail, but just give you like a kind of rundown of what they are.
So the hand-tied hair extensions are long pieces of, they're continuous pieces of hair wefts. So it's going to be more of a full coverage than what you had before, Krista, the eye tips with the individual ones. So this one is like a large band, and I'm just cutting it up into pieces that'll fit your head. And I'm literally just hand tie sewing it in. So yeah, that's what they are.
Okay, so our next question is, can you wear your hair in different styles without seeing the hair extensions like a high bun?
Yes. Make sure when your hairstylist is placing the hair that consultation is huge. So I always ask Krista if she is wearing her hair more down or up, high buns, high ponytails, or even like I've asked you about how much hair you want in. Is it everyday hair or is it stage ready hair, right? So when it's stage ready hair, then I tend to kind of place it around a little bit to kind of keep it fuller, and it's more lower, so then that way she gets a lot of the length and fullness for her fitness competition.
Yeah, and I personally, I don't really ever wear my hair like on the top of my head. Like I don't really do the high bun ever. It's usually just a ponytail like in the mid, in the back of my hair, or I do like a low pony. So I just feel like it's less pulling on the hair extensions too. How do you determine how many rows of extensions that you need?
Again, back to client consultation. It just depends on their lifestyle. If they want everyday hair, or if they want mermaid hair, or if they want like your competition hair. So really, like, depending on how they want to wear their hair is how many rows I would put on or put in. So with Krista, for your everyday, right? Well, today I think we're gonna do 3. But for 4, I think that would be good for your competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many did I just have in? 4?
We did 4. Yeah.
Okay. So it varies.
It varies. So another thing, it's really important that we change up how many rows each time and the placement of the hair extension, just because you don't want that same tension every time, because then you're going to irritate the scalp, and that's where alopecia happens, and you don't want that.
Never even heard of that.
Hair loss.
Hair loss.
Yes.
You didn't know, now you know. Learn something new every single day. Okay, so the next question is probably the number one question that I get asked about hair extensions is if they damage your real hair.
So again, with Krista and actually all of my clients, I take out the extensions, and then I make sure to give them the shampoo, clean the scalp, and then when I place the extensions, I make sure it's not in the same spot. And we're moving it around all the time, so we're not causing the tension or pulling out the hair. So it's not damaging. And also, like, Krista's really good about coming every 4 or 5 weeks. So that's the other thing. Like, you just have to take really good care of it, and you do a good job.
Yeah.
Of taking care of it. Yeah.
Like for me, I really don't feel like it damages my real hair because, again, I take care of it. I have a special brush that I brush my hair with. I either braid it at night or I put a ponytail in so it doesn't get all tangled and whatnot. And then the bump up, which is like the most important part, making sure that you have a good specialist that does that, and that she does it correctly, and that you're getting it done every, like, what, 4 to 6 weeks?
You're a little bit more bougie. No.
I know. I get mine done like 4 to 6 weeks.
I mean, the average is about 6. 7 is kind of pushing it. But yeah, right around there is good. I already put in 2 rows, Krista. So the top row, I'm thinking I just want to do one layer. So you feel this? Feel that. Oh, that's the other one. There you go.
It's pretty thick.
Okay, so now I'm going to double it.
Okay.
And then you tell me if that feels better. And if it does, then I'll put in double. Okay. And the reason for doing this is we're trying to really save you on hair and money, so that way, just depending on how full you want it.
Yeah.
Does it feel better?
I know. I think I always like the more volume.
I know. So do?
Yeah, let's do 2.
Okay.
Let's stick with the 4.
Yeah.
4 rows. The more volume, the better.
Got it.
Okay, next question is my number 2 most asked question is, how much do they cost?
Tricky question. It's gonna vary because it just depends on the length. So like you have 22 inches, so that's it's gonna cost a little bit more. But if you get like 16 inches or 18 inches, it's gonna be cheaper. And also, just FYI, blondes, I don't know if you know this, Krista.
Probably not.
Blonde hair extensions are more expensive.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah, I picked black.
And also, like, if you wanted more of that balayage or root where it's darker, then we got to blend in different hair extensions, so that's going to cost different too.
Thank God I don't do that.
And then, so I would probably say, like, if you really want to invest in hair extensions and getting it in the first time, what do you think? Probably about a couple thousand.
Yeah.
And everyone's different. Like, I don't charge for the hair just because I want to make sure my girls can afford it and they can come to me every 6 weeks. But I know some salons, they double or even triple for the hair extensions.
Oh my gosh.
So then if your initial costs, some of the salons out here for your initial visit with hair and installation is probably about like $5,000.
No.
So
I could not justify spending that much money on my hair.
Well, and then you gotta think
times that monthly or 6 weeks or what, that's a lot of money on your hair. It's totally an investment, which I value my hair extensions, so that's why I get them done. But yeah, so it pretty much, the answer is it varies. Next question is, do they hurt to get them installed?
No. Well, does it?
I feel like with the I-tip, they felt a little bit more like tight the first like few days, almost like a rubber band or something like was on like your head was in like a tight ponytail or something like that, and like when you like laid your head down at night you could like feel them obviously, but they don't necessarily like are painful or anything like that. And especially these ones, I don't really feel them at all. Like sometimes I forget I have hair extensions in, so I don't really feel like they hurt. Yeah, I mean you feel them being put in, but like it doesn't hurt.
Well, and then I always ask you too, if there's one that like is pinching or something, I can always remove that and then, you know, resection it, do it again.
Yeah.
And I always think about the placement. Placement is so big because with the hair extensions, like right around the hairline, you're super, super sensitive.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? So
I
like
could not do that.
for your hair
I avoided
show,
that.
we wanted it so full.
Yeah.
But you were wearing it down, so it was fine. But remember after the show, we like took it off like the next day.
Yeah.
Because it's right around your hairline, so when you pull it up, you have to be really careful.
Yeah. I feel like I have like thin hair right there too, so
Yeah, so that's
I can't
another
do that.
thing. You've
So
got to
just-
make sure.
depends on where you put them. So the second to last question is it difficult to wash or dry and even brush your hair with hair extensions in?
I don't think so. It's really important to have the hair extension hairbrush because the bristles are a little bit wider, like the spacing of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're like looped.
They're little loops,
Yeah.
yeah. So it'll help. And then really you're not brushing it. You should never brush from the root down. It's always from the mid down. And then
I always like hold my hair too and then brush, so I'm not like tugging in all of it. I'm just like I don't know. Does that make sense?
yeah, you're supposed
I
to
hold
it
my hair
then
and brush. Okay.
Yeah, even with your regular hair, you should never just pull.
I see girls doing that.
You
like,
can't.
oh my gosh. I'm like, girl, don't do that.
No, don't do
my
that.
hair.
Even on your regular hair, you have to you kind of hold it and just kind of brush it out. And
Look
it's
how
always
beautiful her hair is. This is all natural.
all natural.
Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah, so with the hair extensions, you hold it and then you brush it.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And
I've always done
another
that.
tip, did you been doing that conditioner? So,
Yes,
in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
So add a little bit of conditioner and make sure you have a wet brush in the shower and put the conditioner on and then brush it and let it sit for a little bit and then rinse it out.
Yes.
A little secret.
My personal view, I don't think it affects like washing my hair. I mean, obviously you have to be careful because sometimes like your fingers could like go through your hair extensions, but I'm really careful. I'm so used to them now. I've had them for like 3 or 4 years now, so I'm used to hair extensions and I know what to do and what not to do. But I don't like, if you were to get hair extensions tomorrow, I don't think it would be like it would affect you at all. Should you blow dry your hair rather than air dry? Because a lot of girls do hair or just air dry.
I would do a little bit. Well, it just depends, right? I would actually blow dry.
Yeah.
Because when you air dry, I feel like it doesn't give you that volume because it kind of weighs like all that the water and then the oil. And so if you blow dry and make sure everything is, especially right at the root, you know, but I wouldn't do super hot heat right at the root with the blow dryer anyways, or any
I feel
heat.
it when it's like too hot. I'm like, ooh,
Yeah, or any heat.
yeah.
But yeah, I would do like maybe 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
I probably do both. I can tell when I just air dry it though, like my hair is a little bit more tangly. So I feel like blow drying is almost better. But otherwise, I don't see the difference from like your real hair to just having hair extensions.
I have a question for you.
Oh gosh.
Pop
question.
question. So, how many times a day do you get asked about your hair? Because it's so gorgeous.
I get compliments all the time, like, oh, I love your length and your volume of your hair. And then I'm like, oh, it's hair extensions. And they're like, no way, like I would have never like guessed that you have hair extensions. So it's good to know that like people don't know they have hair extensions, because that's the worst. I cringe when I see like tape-ins and beaded. I hate that. So you have to make sure you have a specialist like Vonn who puts them in correctly, so that they blend really nice and you can't see them. Good question. That was a good one. So she put in all my hair extensions in and it looks so good. She cut it a little bit too. I like mine like straight across. And now we're gonna put some product in my hair.
We're just putting a little bit of the Olaplex No. 6 leave-in.
I love that stuff.
And all of their product is sulfate-free, paraben-free, so it's really good for your hair.
And it smells so good. And super,
Oh my gosh.
I have their shampoo and their conditioner too that Vonn actually gave me because she's the sweetest. And I love it. I love all their stuff.
Right? Look at your ponytail, girl.
I know. It's so thick.
So thick and pretty.
We'll show it this way.
Wow.
The volume. Love it.
So good.
Are we going to put anything else in my hair? Is that it?
I'm going to put that, and I worked it in, so make sure you work it in and not just like apply it and just layer the top. Like you have to take a little brush and brush your product in so you're not wasting the product, or so that way it's not like clumpy
Oh my gosh.
evenly, because you don't want like that oily piece, you know?
Yeah.
So, but that product is pretty lightweight, and that's why I like it a lot. And then now we're going to curl it, and then I'll add some dry shampoo in there to give you some volume, and that's it. Oh, girl.
So gorgeous.
Try not to get on your camera.
You okay?
Pretty. Look at that.
I know.
Mermaid.
Love the curly hair. It's so much volume.
Oh, yeah. Ta-da.
Go straight to curly.
Yes.
Beautiful. Looks so good.
Pictures.
Yes.